It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in Paraguay. So this is my final installment of my 30-day challenge. If you've been following these videos, you noticed I was a little absent the last few days. Well, what happened was, I've already mentioned this on other videos, about 25 days in, I got sick. And I didn't get a little sick, I got really sick. I don't know why. And I didn't see any, it's not like a real sick. It was the flu or cold or something. I don't know what it was. And it was stupid because I hadn't seen anyone for 5 days. I was a hermit. Didn't have sex with anybody, didn't see anybody. For 5 days, I was a hermit working my apartment, 12 hours a day, taking plenty of rest and breaks and all that stuff. I think I made one quick run to the grocery store as a hermit for 5 days, and I got sick. How do you get sick if you haven't seen anybody? So anyway, when you're fasting and you get sick, you suppress your immune response, which means you have the potential to be sick longer. So I had to break the fasting pattern when I was sick. I'm not going to fast through being sick. That's just not a good idea. Now, so couldn't make the 30-day challenge. God damn it, I got to day 25. Now, under normal conditions, you would say, well, this is a 30-day challenge. You are going to continue to do whatever you promised to do. And that's the way it goes. And if you are sick, you keep fasting through your sickness. That's the correct response. See, I still have a little stuff in my throat from being sick. However, in my case, what is my top priority in life right now? Is it losing weight? No, that's number 2. Number 1 is my business. So if I have to choose between potentially being sick, and I fell behind all kinds of projects while I was sick because I was so fucking sick and I couldn't work. I could work a little bit, but am I going to add 2 or 3 days on to having lower work productivity just to lose some more weight and hit a 30-day challenge for weight loss? No, I am not. Now, if my number 1 goal in life was weight loss, then I would have done that. That would have been the appropriate response, but it's not. So I learned a lot this 30-day challenge. Number 1, don't do a 30-day challenge unless it is your number 1 top priority in life, or else these things can happen that fuck it up. That's one thing I learned. I learned a lot, actually. Something else I've learned is that what I'm going to do now is I've switched back to, instead of fasting 2 days and eating on the 3rd day, I'm going back to my original model of eating every other day. Because I did get below 200 pounds, so that's great. So I got some results. But I've realized I'm really close to my weight loss goal, which means the amount of time it takes to get there is not an issue anymore. Therefore, I'm not going to stress, and stress is the word, I'm not going to focus on how long it's going to take me to get to 185 pounds. Because what I would do before is I would get an average number of weight loss per day, and I would multiply it out and say, okay, that means I have to do this for 3.5 months before I get to my goal weight or whatever. I'm not going to do that anymore. So I'm going to slow my weight loss progression now because I'm fasting every other day, but I don't care because I'm so close to there. I will probably hit 185 pounds in the next 40 days instead of the next 20, but it'll be more consistent. And that's okay. Who cares if it's 20 days versus 40 days? It's fine. I'm not in any rush for this stuff. Plus, I'm way ahead of schedule in my weight loss goals for April of next year. So I've learned to just relax about this a little more instead of beating myself about this like last week. I'm like, oh, wait a second. Dude, you've lost a lot of weight. You don't need to lose a hell of a lot more. I'm going to lose more. I'm going to get to 185 pounds no matter what. But I'm not going to worry about, will I get there in 6 weeks versus will I get there in 8.5 weeks? Plus, I can fast every other day, and it's not as torturous as fasting for 2 days straight. That's hard. It's hard work. I've done it. I can do it. But, so, that's it. Will I do another 30-day challenge at some point for something else? Yes, I will. I think this is a valuable experience for me. I have to look down because these are cobblestone streets. And if you make a wrong move, you'll fall and break your ass open. So yeah, I'm gonna do this again, but I'm gonna take what I've learned in this process of the first time I tried it and the second time I tried it, focus on one thing and make sure that thing is linked directly to the number 1 most important thing you're working on. So what I should have done is the 30-day challenge and related to my business, because that I would have powered through had I gotten sick or anything else. So not a big deal. So didn't work exactly the way I wanted to, but I learned a lot, and I'm going to do this again. When I do this again, I will do something similar like this. I'll do daily updates. I don't know what it should be. I'm pretty hardcore disciplined about my work stuff, so it's like I promise I'll work every day. I already do that. Everything else I do my 3x5 card stuff. So anyway, that's what happened. You guys like these walking around videos, so I will do more of these in Paraguay and in Dubai. I'm going to be back in Dubai in about 6 weeks. So I'll do walking around videos in Dubai, walking around videos in Paraguay. You guys like these, I'll do more of them. As always, you have suggestions, let me know. See you soon. Really quick, this is the last day to sign up for the program where I show you how to date non-Western women in non-Western countries, including carry on long-term relationships with women, even if you're not there year-round. And I cover dating, relationship management, serious relationships, marriage. I cover different regions of the world. I cover different types of women. So you want to click the link below or go to, let's see, caleb.top/woman. This is literally the last day, midnight tonight. We're closing it down because I think our first session's in a few days. If you have any interest, click the link below.